Winter weather can take its toll on all of us, animals no exception.
This week, Austin Cavanis shows us birds need our attention even in the city.
Well, you don't need to live in the country. You can be right in the city when it comes to keeping the birds happy. And we're right in the middle of Greensboro this week. One of my favorites to do as a kid, to keep the birds fed. And with a lot of winter still ahead, I've got just the place where the ladies can get us set for the rest of winter heading into spring.
A walk on the wild side this week, or at least wild birds.
You know, birds could care less what kind of feeder you put food in. You can use an old garden shoe, you can use a pie pan, you can sprinkle it right on your deck rail. They do care what kind of food you put in the feeder, though.
Barbara Haralson and her team have quite the food factory to make sure your birds are well fed.
And the seed of preference of most birds is black oil sunflower. So any seed blend that you put out should be predominantly black oil sunflower. That's giving them the best fat, the best protein for the food.
These cold stretches can put quite a strain on small birds.
Actually, Cornell University did a study with chickadees, and a good portion of birds do not survive if they don't have ready food at a feeder.
This year's cold has made keeping those feeders full even more a factor.
When temperatures drop and the polar vortex comes in, they're at the feeders a much larger percentage because it's ready food that they don't have to work for.
It also helps the chipmunks, but now it's time for me to do some work with a little bark butter.
Put your fork in there like it's good old chocolate pudding, and then smear it right on the bark of the tree.
Just like this.
Right. And the birds will come and lick it right off of there.
How about that? And
perfect.
They'll be down there too, right?
That's exactly right.
Bluebird boxes are different. You don't feed them until the bird commits, and no worries about scents from your hands.
You do want to be very careful if you touch things, though, because the eggs crack very easily.
How about that? That is so good to know that. Now we can touch the bluebird box. Mr. Bluebird on my shoulder. Well, here in Greensboro, right in the middle of the city, not just bluebirds, but all sorts of birds throughout the Piedmont. Hopefully you can follow these tips that Miss Barbara's given. The rest of winter and into spring. That's This Week Outdoors.
And Austin's always up for a new outdoor idea, so if you'd like to see him try something new, you can submit a request on WXII12.com. Just look inside our weather section for more. And we'll be right back.